Good morning, folks. I guess I should be in the room. Let me get to my spot. I might have been munching on a biscotti as fast as I possibly could. Because why not? Good morning. How we doing? Welcome to the Easy Stream, the Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream, where we hang out in the fish room and do whatever we need to do. I need to turn on lights. That's what I need to do. And then we'll say good morning here in a minute. I got trash. Don't forget that ever happened. All right. Sorry, I'm a little chaotic this morning. I'm chaotic every morning. But today is another one. So what's going on, people? What's new in the room? Not much. Things got to come out of some things can come out of quarantine. Talk about that. I actually wrote things down in a book so I can remember. Fry stuff that I forgot about the. Okay, I'm trying to be organized. What else? Let me say good morning. I gotta turn on one more light. There is no voice in my head. I don't know where Fishymon is. Talked to him yesterday. Apparently he picked up some fish. I forget what. Oh, he said he thinks he got a female baddest, which is kind of cool. All right, let's see. Turn you on too. Cool. All right, cool. All the lights are on. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Scotty Quaddy was first. Good morning, Scotty. Mel Wool, she's second and awake, and she's here. Oh my God. Woo. Make some pushing buttons. All right, Window Liquor number 5. Good morning. What's going on, Window Liquor? Whoops. What did I just do? Did I ban somebody? Whoops. Who's going to be on the show this morning? Is Fisherman back? Maybe a special guest host? Maybe the man, the myth, the legend himself? We will see. It is the man, the myth, the legend, and himself. Right? Fishing and outdoors with Lando. Good morning. What's going on? New local Austin's here too. Dance Monkeys. Whoa. Al Wet Sox. What's going on? KJE's here. Good morning. Wet Sox, Lando, Mel. Is it true? We're all here? Yes. Yes, it's true. 3G's here too. What up, 3G? Big Shrimpin'. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, I think that's down the bottom of the list here. So let's get into it. Where's my coffee? There it is. Don't lose my phone yet. What's new? What's exciting? I did a little maintenance on this tank down here, which just has a mop in it and some snails. Has my rabbit snails. I just spent like a good hour picking blackbeard algae and anything else algae related out of there. Did a water change, actually started softening it a bit. I did about a 50% water change, and I filled it up about 3/4 with tap water, and then I used the rest of RO. So maybe I soften a little, see what happens. Let's see what happens. Victor Coco, good morning. Petsotics, what's going on? John McKenzie, what's up? Good morning, weirdos. Thanks for being here, all. Good morning, good morning. Starting off right. So I tried that. We'll see. I guess I could show you guys so you don't have to look at me this whole time. What else? I did something on the other tank here. Let me just move you. Let me move this first. I got a bucket with some sand. This is not the tank I'm talking about. Although this is my, why is this light not on? Interesting. I wonder how long that light has not been on. Something happened there. Maybe when the power went out or something? I think we had a power outage someday. It was like a brief one. Yeah, this looks like this light's been off for a little while. Huh. Anyway, this one. Nothing in here but snails. And a mop. I haven't seen any fry yet, though. And this is Luminatus. Which brings me to my next point. Mops. I gotta get a system going here, okay? I was thinking about this a little bit. I remember talking with Richard Reynolds at the Clash, Keystone Clash. I'm good, Victor. How are you? Thanks for asking, man. What kind of friend is Jigglypuff? Abandoned and dead like this? I know. You know, he's like, sometimes you gotta kick the bird out of the nest and let him fly. See where he goes. He's doing his YouTube channel's doing pretty good. I think he's probably got more subs than I do. He's passed me. I passed him once, and he's passed me, or he's getting close to passing me. He does some funny stuff over there. Danikin Aquatics, good morning. What up, fish people? Looks like my hair this morning. Oh yeah. Man, there's a horrible glare on that, no? See the chair. Anyway. What was my point? Oh yeah, I was talking about the mops. Alright. So, I talked to Richard Reynolds at the Keystone Clash. He's a pretty awesome hobbyist, honestly. And he was telling me what he does. And, we were talking about picking eggs and all that stuff, and he's like, dude, I can't handle that anymore. I can't see them. I'm like, I'm getting there. And he said he just throws a mop in a tank for 2 weeks, and then he takes it out and throws it in another tank. So I'm thinking about doing that kind of idea, right? 2 weeks. But sometimes I think 2 weeks is not enough for eggs to hatch, right? Especially if they were like laid that same day. It might take 14 or 16, 18, 21 days, something like maybe 3 weeks. Some pseudos take a little bit longer to hatch, and it depends on the water. My water's pretty hard. It's also one of the reasons why I tried to soften that a little, see if it would help with the egg hatching. So I'm gonna do that 2 week thing, and it's been 2 weeks since I put this mop in this tank because I did it before I went to the Clash, and the Clash was 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna pull this mop that's in the Luminatus tank right now out. And I'm gonna look, see if I see any eggs real quick. We want to look together here. I don't have my glasses on or anything. It's like some sort of disgusting thing. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I'm not seeing many or any. Seeing like baby snails. Yeah, maybe we'll leave that in there for a little while. But then again, part of the problem is you can't see all the eggs either. Ew, what is this stuff? Looks gross. Looks like, I don't know. Maybe I should clean this mop. I'm gonna put it back. I don't think there's any eggs in here, so there's no point in moving it. So maybe we leave it another week. But my whole point is, I think for each tank I'm gonna do this with, I need 3 mops, right? Like an old A, B, and C mop, First mop is A, sits in the tank for 2 weeks, then it goes into the hatching, right? While mop B goes into the tank, and then after 2 weeks, mop B goes into the hatching, and then mop C goes into the tank, while mops A and B are still in hatching. And then after 2 weeks, when it's time for mop C to go in the hatching, you can take mop A out, right? And you constantly have a mop that you can rotate. So then I think that's like a good even number, right? Start of the BBA. What do you mean the start of the BBA? Holy cow, dude. I just cleaned that tank of BBA. Just seen all the stuff I got out of there. It's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. Okay, so that's that. Bionic Bigfoot. Good morning, good morning. I'm not here today. All right. Dennis Christensen. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Okay. So, Luminatus. I didn't see any eggs, so we're going to leave the mop. I should make another mop. We'll get into that in a second. I don't think I have enough mops. It's still short mops. Even though I bought mops, I need more mops. But I think I have enough to make at least one mop, so maybe I can just go through that real quick. It doesn't really take that long. Just need to do it, man. Let me go down here. I'm going to talk about some more Luminatus. My tubs from the summer, or tub from the summer. Only one. Speaking of which, I have it broken down. I just gotta like clean that area up and prep it maybe for next year. It's let's switch cameras. Do. I run 16 to 20 mops over 5 tanks. Holy cow. Wait, what happened? Why didn't I pop that up? Oh, I know why, because I'm on the intro, so here we go. Let me read this. I run 16 mops over 5 tanks. Covering with hair algae seems to do well for my rice fish. I also swap out some floating plants as well. Yeah, okay, good idea. 16 mops for 5 tanks. Or, well, we're figuring, all right, well, let's do 20 mops for 5 tanks. So that's like, what, 4 each? So how often do you swap them out? You do like kind of what I was saying, like every couple of weeks, just throw another mop in the thing, and then whenever you think the first one's been in there long enough, pull it out. Dollar store is your friend. Well, I have yarn. Just a matter of making them. And when you do your rice fish mops, are they different than like traditional yarn mops? I know some people talk about using those green scrubby pads and stuff for them. That's a good idea. I'd like to see that. All right. 54 this morning. Yeah, it was pretty chilly this morning here too. I think it was in the like high 40s, 48, 49, 50. Can I get a 51? Can I get a 51? Okay, anyway, this is the quarantine tank that I had for the fish that were in the tub summer. They've been in here, this is going on week number 4 now. So I think these guys are pretty good. I don't see any problems. Some of the shrimp have died off, but you know, I think it might just be the thing. Oh, there's also a ton of shrimp still in here. He says he uses scrubbers and the pool noodles. Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, dollar store, definitely. 44 here this morning. Yeah, it's getting chilly, man. That bite was in the air this morning. I could feel it. That like had my jacket on. I was like, whoo, it's coming. It's coming. Brace yourself. Okay. So those are the Luminatus. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Maybe I should say what was in the tub in the summer. I put a mop from my Luminatus tank in the tub, and I put a mop from my Celebes rainbow fish tank, and I put some blue dreams. Now, as you can see, there's a ton of blue dreams in there. There's also a ton of Celebes, but there are only 2 Luminatus. So, at least I got some. But I'm going to add them to the parent colony because I need more. I only have like 3 Luminatus. Let's see. Do we have I need the greatest picture. Fix that a little bit before I show the camera. I do need to do some work on this tank first too, so that's also an issue. Let's try this. This will be better. Let's try that. Like a constant disaster zone around here. All right, that's better. Well, you can see this tank needs work, right? It's a blackberry algae mess. A high of 80 today? Wow. Might lose some fingers if they steal the wife's yarn. No, see, I made sure the wife bought me some. 310 Aquatics, good morning. Made sure she hooked me up. I was like, I need yarn. She originally got me cotton yarn, or wool yarn. I think it was wool. Because I told her I didn't want to do the acrylic, even though she told me I probably should. Well, I did the wool one for a long time. I still have a bunch of it, so I guess I could use them again. Problem is the wool really does start to break down, so it starts leaving like stuff in the tank. However, it is wool, so it's natural fiber. But they would get pretty degraded after probably a good, I don't know, 4 months, something like 3-4 months. They started getting like kind of part where the strings started breaking apart, that stuff. So kind of yarn, can't see because of the stupid thing. Do you use? It's an acrylic. I don't know I don't know anything about yarn other than that. I'm sure there's some sort of weight. I know she's always talking about like finger weight, worsted weight. I know these names, but I don't know what they mean. Anyway, this is it. This is yarn. So this is what's left of my, what do they call those things? These little balls. Nathan Ovi. Hello, my fishy friends. Can't believe I'm actually up for a live. Dude, everybody's here today. That's awesome. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And everyone here, you can hit that like button. It couldn't hurt. Okay. So this tank is a mess, as you can see. So maybe I try and clean up some of it, like the dead stuff that's laying in here. The algae that's in there. Let me get my trusty algae bin. But I have some, I think a lot of my problem is that I should cap this with some more sand, I think the problem is it needs a sand cap. I should ring the bell in honor of Father Fish and cap it with some sand. I have some cleaned, washed. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot, but I got enough to do at least some. Look at this. This is all like attached to like rocks. Every bit of it. Like the gravel rocks. Each one's like its own little tuft. They're like tumbleweeds. Gotta move the combs. Pleco caves. I got them from Daniken. Kenny. I believe Danny's the one who made them. I don't have them in this tank. There's only one Pleco in this tank, so I needed a cave for him. He's got his own little hiding spot. Been doing it for decades. I don't know. He's not that old. Feels like he's that old though. Whoa. Holy algae on the sponge, man. Look at that. Whoop! Alright, I gotta take that sponge off. We're gonna clean that up. Man, there's like a forest growing on this thing. Yeah, so where's my phone? Oh, there it is. Good day, we knock that out quick, man. With the quickness. Make beds in the substrates and have babies. Wow. You know, I should do the Goudet thing. But I don't think Goudeids and rainbows or blue eyes would go very well together at the moment. And I'm trying, man. I'm trying to do some stuff here. I'm not doing it very well because my colony's been dwindling because I've really been slacking on the whole breeding. Honestly, that's the problem. My experience with these blue eyes is you got to keep up on the egg production because they're really only like a 2-year fish, if that. You know what I mean? I got these Luminatus a year ago, and I think I had 5 originally. I'm down to 3. You know, some of them age out, burn out. Well, actually, I'm back up to 5 because I have 2 more I'm about to put in here. But I would like to get, I should get some fresh blood too, I guess, new blood. I also got to get like the Ivan Staffies going. I do have the Cyanodorsalis, like I'm still kind of breeding them. But I feel like I slowed down too much. And that's going to come back to haunt me. So that's another thing. Got to set up what I'm going to do with the Cyanodorsalis. What am I going to do with the Cyanodorsalis? It's a good question. Thanks for asking it. I don't need Fishymon's voice in my head. I have like several others. Anyway, I got mops for them. They're brackish. I'm keeping them, but I was hatching some out in fresh. And my experience is they hatch a lot quicker in freshwater. And I think it has to do with the the density of the water, hardness of the whatever. Brackish water is pretty alkaline, right? Usually. Maybe they need that freshwater influx to kind of work their hatching cycle. I do get them to hatch out in brackish, but it just takes a lot longer. My experience is those are the ones that take like 3 weeks to a month to hatch. Just never ending, right? I could do this for a month and it would probably not even look any different. It's like growing all over the roots of the pothos. Maybe I should just get a Gudea, be done with it. There's got to be a method to this, right? There's a method to this madness. It's just algae everywhere. Pulling up the plants. See, that ain't cool. Get back in there. Alright, maybe we should just stop doing that. Do a water change. Let's see if we can get some of this up with the water change. Here's the melon sword that's slowly disintegrating. It needs help. Yeah, alright. I'm going to turn off the pump. I probably should have done that earlier. And we're going to do a water change. Ow. Oh, my back. Ooh, I got to stop hunching like that. Jeez. Alright. Let's go back. Let's check chat. Hello, my fishy friends. Oh yeah, I already read that one. For those that know about my eye issues I've been having, I have some good news. The left eye sty is 95% healed. Short-lived, but hurt nonetheless. Wow. The other eye is 70%. Wow. Damn, dude. Well, at least you're healing, dude. That's good. Sorry that happened. Gudeids, from my experience, do not eat black red algae. See, now you're going to get Gudeids, and I'm going to have them. It's not going to work. Not that I don't mind having Gudeids. I think Gudeids are pretty cool. I haven't gone down that route yet. Tempted. Problem is I don't have a whole lot of empty tank space at the moment. I actually have to try and figure out what I'm going to do with some of the fish I do have. Like the daisy rice fish. Got to think about tanks. Where things are going to go. See, there is some sand in here, but it's underneath. I think it's settled down underneath the, what do you call it? Gravel. It was like this really fine sand too. Like, you can see how fine it is. It's almost like a, what do you call it? Dust. If I remember correctly, that stuff was a nightmare. Anytime you disturbed it, it got everywhere. Wow, this filter baby. This probably help if I clean these a little more often. Anyway, I'm going to do this water change. I'm going to add a little sand to this tank. Well, I'm going to drain some water, and then I'm going to add the sand to the tank. And then I'm going to fill it back up. And then I'm going to add the Luminatus back to this tank. The babies from the summer tubbing. So then there'll be a colony of 5. Start feeding them a lot heavier. I gotta really keep up on the feeding too. That's another thing with egg production. You really gotta feed them pretty heavy, and then they really start producing. My experience. So keep that in mind. This amount of the Blackbeard soup. All right, that's about almost 50% water change here. Let's put this back on. The outflow. How are we looking here? Let's go. Keep knocking, you guys. Let's go a little bit that way. There we go. All right. Good morning, everyone. Dropping in to say hi and leave a thumbs up. Have to catch a replay. Family obligations today. Have a great stream. Well, thanks for stopping in, Maria. Thanks for hitting that like. Ian from Aquarium Magic. Hey, what up? Good morning, good morning. PNW Aqua, good morning. Brazil nut effect, larger substrate will eventually work its way to the top. Good morning, folks. Yeah, it has to go, yeah. There's that whole, what do you call it? It's got to filter its way down. There's a way to prevent that too. You got to use the appropriate size. Like this is really fine. It happens when you get really fine stuff. It tends to settle. I think it might actually be the density of the rock too, because I believe the gravel, whatever the substrate in here is that Eco-Complete, which is mostly lava rock, which is pretty light, or less dense, I should say. I wouldn't say it's light, I'd say it's less dense. All right, there's that. Now, I have some sand right here, but I don't have a whole lot. But I don't need a whole lot right now, because I'm not going to do the whole tank. I did already pre-rinse some of this stuff, so I'm just going to kind of start in this front corner here. Just dump sand. I'm just going to use whatever's left in this bucket. Honestly, there's not a whole lot. I don't know if you guys can see where I'm putting the sand. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Now the BBA wasn't as bad as Dedge, but they knocked it out. Yeah, I've heard this. I think it all depends on, you know, maybe I need to get them from you, dude. You got the cannibalistic one, or the BBA cannibals, or whatever you want to call them. BBA-ivores. Gotta dump some of this water out of this bucket, just too much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the rest of this stupid sand out. Trying to use the water to get the sand out. Almost. It's like a never-ending battle here. It's good enough. Need that water. There really isn't that much left. I do have more sand, I just don't want to put it all in right now because I want to like drastically change the ecosystem here. As one of my plants goes flying. Alright, let's put that down. Get you back. Clean this blackberry off of you. You don't need it. Just take your roots, shove them in the ground. Where are you going? Rock there, that's why. Get in there. Yes, it looks like I'm burying the rhizome, but I'm not. Burying it temporarily. And then I'm going to wiggle it loose. There you go. Let's clean up some of these roots. These plants aren't getting choked. Whatever. Roots the leaves. Same thing with this guy. Pull the blackbeard off of him. Grab the straggling blackbeard. And, you know, it's going to be a full-time job again, pulling all this blackbeard that's floating around in here out. Just want to clear this rhizome up a little, maybe pull him up a hair. There we go. Same thing with this guy. Got a little too deep. Oh, there we go. Cool. Got these rocks that are here. Make this look a little better. At least in the plants that I just moved, or whatever covered. Alright. Can't stop myself. It's kind of like therapeutic, actually, just pulling this algae off. Makes you kind of like, you know, granular convection. Woo! That's a term. Very useful live stream. Well, thanks. Depths unknown, this live stream has been very useful. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Alright, let's fill this back up. Do a water change. Or what? I mean, this is the water change. And then we can move the catch the fry. I shouldn't call them fry, they're pretty much juvies now. Young adults. Oh, the pump just started again, so let me turn it off. This is on a sump system. The bottom tank, there's a 29 gallon above this, for those who don't know. 29 gallon tank drains into this tank, which is 20 long. Oh my god, there's so much algae on the outflow of this pipe. Man. Okay, that's better. You can only see the water now coming out of it. Anyway, it drains into this 20 long, and then this drains into a sump underneath that's another 20 long. That has a bunch of baffles. I can show you here in a sec as soon as I'm finishing this, filling this. I'm just trying to grab some of the stuff I see moving, floating, easy grabbing. This is insanity. I think we're draining into the sump at the moment. But I'm going to let that fill up a little bit because the sump was getting a little low. That's probably good. I don't want to overfill it. It's all gravity fed, so except for obviously the return pump. Pumps it all the way back up. Alright, put this hose away for a sec. Probably need it again anyway. Alright. Back this up. 29 gallon. Water pumps in over here. Drains out over there. Goes down. Fills in right there. Drains out over there. Down to the sump. Comes in there. Goes over the baffle. Under. Up over. Under and back up. The endless cycle. I'm going to move you there. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to turn the pump back on. Whoops. Alright, she's chooching. I need a towel for my hand. There we go. Alright, let's see. Deb's Aqua Pets, good morning, good morning. Killer Kitty, good morning. Bobber decor, you like the bobber decor? Yeah, I didn't realize that. This is the mop decor. That's the other thing I gotta figure out. I guess I gotta number the mops or code them somehow. Maybe I'll color code them. Maybe I'll paint the bobbers. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Bobber decor. Alright, so it's flowing. Water going in, water going out. I have no idea what happened to the luminatus that were in here. Probably freaking out. Probably should move this jar out of the way too. I have like this empty jar sitting here with like my little diver guy in there. If you look at him, this dude, I don't know if you can see it, but he's got like, it almost looks purple. It does look purple. That is dried blackbeard algae. It's been on him for quite a while. It's become like a shell. Can't even get it off. It turned purple. It's crazy. Get some of it off. It's purple. Whoops. Wild. Wild. Well, that's what happens when that happens. It's purple beard algae. There's a couple luminos back there. I see them. 3. I'm gonna let this flow for a minute, kind of clear up. But we can start catching fish. In the meantime, I'm gonna do that there. There we go. Rob A. Morning all. Good morning, Rob. Thanks for being here. Alright. Let's move on here. Let me swap cameras. Where are we at here? Oh. While I'm here, I might as well do this. Monty. Count Monty. Lord of the Flame. Judges you. All of you. For not hitting that like button. And this is for our long lost fisherman. No Captain Kirk. Nope. He's still on his hiatus. His hiatus may be permanent. Who knows? But, you know, we're still cool. I talked to him. We gotta hang out. We haven't hung out since the Clash, but that was only a couple weeks ago. Who forgot to hit the like button? That's a good question, man. I feel the sleep heaviness. New local Austin's fading. It's fading fast. Okay, let me get a net. Let's wet the net. Let's get a little container. Rinse the container. I don't know, I'm worried about that. I like making the wet net before the net wet before. Gotta wet the net before you dip it. about to say, this is why I subscribe to Depths Unknown. He's so knowledgeable. Woot! Woot! I don't know if you guys can see these little trumpets and hearts and stuff in the hundreds. But thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't know. I don't like to talk. I mean, I do talk about this on occasion, but I have honestly been keeping fish. Well, as a hobbyist, I've been keeping fish since I've been like 11. And that's a long time. That's a long time as a hobbyist. Like, my earliest memory is going to a fish store with my brother and my dad getting fish. We got aquatic frogs. And then me and my brother proceeded to let them out of the tank because my dad was on the phone with somebody. This is back in the day. 70s. Anyway. So I have been like, I don't know what it is. Something about it. I've always found this interesting, fascinating. When I was a kid, they put a tank in my bedroom. It's a 10-gallon. And then when I got in like middle school, I met some other kids that had some fish tanks, and then that was on. Then it was on. And it just never stopped. And I got like the Oscars and the South Americans, Plecos. And that was like the easiest catching of fish I've ever had in my life. These dudes are like, take me out of this chaos. You in there? Yeah, both in there. Cool. Maybe we got to do a little judging here and see if these guys are too little. Most of those celebies can go with their... It's like maybe one or two that's like, well, they're already in there with some bigger ones, so I guess they would be cool to go in there with their colony too. And then I could either just keep the shrimp in here, use this as a tank for mops. It's not a bad idea, actually. Not a bad idea. Keep the shrimp in here. There's like little, I find that shrimps with mops do pretty well. They tend to clean the eggs more than anything else. Does Annette appreciate me? Nah, don't spread rumors, people. That's hilarious. She preferred snail tracks. Alright. The first fish store I seen was in Sears. Wow. Yeah. I don't even remember I mean, dude, it was like, to me, it was like the most mystical, weirdest thing. Like, I remember driving in like the middle of the woods, and we were like somewhere in the sticks. And we came down this like gravel driveway that was all like sketchy, like with like a big hill going down, and then kind of like serpentined around. And it looked like it was some guy's house. It probably was some guy's house. But in like the bottom, it was like a split level, and the bottom level was like what looked like a fish store. There was like fish everywhere. I don't remember being in the store. I just remember going to that place, thinking it was very strange. And we got the frogs, and then I remember like it was like a day, maybe it was. Sorry. For some reason, my headset likes to shut off every once in a while, even though it was fully charged. Yeah, so yeah, that was it. And it was just like, and I never remember, like, my dad was it was like a landline, like tied to a wall, and he was like across the room. This was in like the living room. And there was a 10-gallon tank on a metal frame. Me and my brother were like sitting there, and I wanted to open it up, and when I opened it up, the frog jumped out. We found that frog. I don't think we ever found that frog. Then my dad was mad. I remember how he was mad. Good times. Alright, so we got these guys acclimated. I should set a timer so I don't forget them. Like 20 minutes? 20 minutes. 20 minutes starting now. Okay. Betta and Guppy Gals here. Good morning. Imagine Craftsman heaters and filters. Yeah. All metal frame tanks with a slate bottom. Dude, that was like when I was that's one of the guys that in middle school. He had one of those metal frame tanks with the slate bottoms. And he had the most gorgeous Festivums is what he had in there. And that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with festivals. I'm like, dude, those are some cool fish. They actually had babies for them too. Ah, I used to, the compliments were nice. Now Patty's here. I have to take the kids to the park. It's almost 3 p.m. in England. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Well, thanks for being here. And have fun at the park. Enjoy your day. And hit the like on the way out if you haven't already. You must be new here, Ian. Thanks, Betta and Guppy Gal. I did a good job. Counting. Craftsman Red wouldn't be a bad color in a tank. Craftsman Red. Is that what they are? Red? I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen Craftsman. Jeez. Sears around here went out of business. Everything went out of business. Alright, let's switch back here. We got these. Man, that is like a horrible view. Do I have this on? It might be configured weird. It's probably part of it. Maybe the autofocus. Yes. Taking the autofocus off will help. That's what I meant. Alright, so it's clearing up a little. We got the bobber mop. Danikin Aquatics is a new member. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, memberships. Well, what is this? We're getting to like the middle of the month. That's the whole point of memberships is 99 cents. Everybody, whoever wants to be in on this can throw in $1, and then when we get enough money, we're gonna do giveaways. We're at a point where we can actually do some giveaways. I need to ask, like, what would you guys like to see as giveaways? I know I was doing like Amazonas subscriptions for people, which I thought was cool. We could always do the gift cards. I know he's done KJE. He's kind of like a supporter of the channel. That's it. Yeah. So I mean, we could do like stuff like KJE. We could do Dan's Fish, Aquarium Co-op. I mean, what do you guys want to see? Gift cards, magazine subscriptions. You just want money? What do you want? What do you want, people? Just want me to cold hard cash? Oh yeah, and we got yeah, we almost have to. Yeah, what are we gonna do with the international people? That's a good point. That's a good point. I guess we have to do gift cards for them. Killer Kitty has gifted 5 memberships. Oh, thank you, Killer Kitty. Thank you very much. Scuba Stevo, look at all these people. Nice. Fishing Outdoors Orlando. Congrats. You got a free membership from Killer Kitty. Awesome. I'm going to collaborate with someone and do the 12 Days of Fishmas live fish giveaway. Interesting. That's interesting. That's not a bad thing, man. Well, I mean, I don't know if I mean, just email me, dude, if you're interested. Like, if you want me to participate or something, let me know. I don't know what you want from me or what I can do, but also Skipper would probably be a really good one for that. He knows a lot of people from that Aquarist auction, so they're probably gift cards, T-shirts, personally, but anything would be greatly appreciated. Cool. Well, let's what does it say? I want to collaborate with. Okay, never mind. Just read that. Yeah. Well, we can. I could always put up a poll. Can I do that? No, I can't. I have to do that on. No. UG says this. No. BBA giveaway would be fun. Owns up select bet. Good morning. Okay. He sure does like that sparkly sticker. I like the coffee mug magnet as well. Guessing coffee mug and magnet. Yeah, well, we could do that stuff too. We could absolutely do merch giveaways. But I think you guys want more than that, though, right? Let's see. I don't know. I could always throw merch in with it. Kind of split it up. And what do you think is, all right, let's put it this, whoa, I just turned that light on. How small of amount is too small? 25 bucks seems kind of like on the low end to me. So $50 or more for giveaways. I want beer. Scotty Quaddy gets beer money on this channel, and I will buy gift cards. I will do my own Fishmas on this channel, and I will buy gift cards. Well, how about this? We guess we could just, ew! Stupid dog spewed on me. Good morning, Geg's Catfish Cave. Sorry that happened. I guess it's good afternoon, good day. Pissed all over my what? Ah! Well, I guess let's do it. I guess what we can do is we can maybe just leave it up to whoever the winner is. Like, I don't know. I need to do a little thinking on this, okay? Let's put it that way. I'll think about this. Maybe I'll discuss it in the Discord or something. See what people think. Good ideas, bad ideas. Pick an event next year, ACA, Clash, Aquafest, etc., and give away registration. That's a great idea, man. Not a bad idea at all. I also did like the Amazon subscription because that's a great magazine. If you know the actual physical magazine, I'm sure with the digital, it comes with the digital too. But no, I think that's a good idea. I'll have to compile a list of stuff. See who's interested. Just like give a list of things to give away. No, that's a great idea. I will think about this. In the meantime, I need to make a mop. Because I keep looking at these tanks thinking I need to make a mop. I'm actually getting nervous that I need to make a mop. How sad is that? We're just going to make a mop. It's like it's causing me anxiety. Stressing. Shouldn't be stressing about a mop. Alright, I need something. Where is it? A book? Yes, let's make a book. Out of here. What are you? You seem to be big enough. You finding these like empty journal books? I don't even know where I keep finding them. Hey! My Arbor Day membership. Alright, swap camera. Probably just going to see a bucket. There's the sand bucket. Whoa! Oh, dude, I had the worst experience this week. You see this bench? It's like one of these like stools that you can store stuff in. This is, every man has a cable storage. This is it. But I had to sit in here, little baby, and I was feeding frozen foods out of a little jar with water and baby brine and Daphnia and I think it was like spirulina infused brine. What are we looking at here? I don't know what you're looking at, so we're going to turn you this way. Anyway, I ended up spilling it all over this thing. Like it slipped out of my hand. I think I set it on something and it was like kind of unstable and I spilled it all over the place. And it was horrible. It's horrible. Wow, the poor soul is crushed from that ample ass. It is flexing pretty hard here, Patty. How many magazines come in a subscription? It's every other month, so I believe. Well, is it? I think 6 comes in a subscription. A year is 6 magazines. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it's not, definitely not 12. It might only be 4. I think it's 6. I'm pretty sure it's 6 anyway. Thanks, Patty. Oh, okay. Am I missing something? Okay. My wife won a year's. Just wondering. Oh, cool. Was it here? Did she win it? That would be cool. Yeah, the physical, but I love it, man. I got a physical one that actually just came not too long ago. Hopefully everybody got theirs that won the subscription. I think we gave away like 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them. I don't remember. It was a little while ago. All right, so I'm just gonna cut a piece. I don't know, yayish. I'll take my trusty book. I'm gonna hide this thing, this tail, because I don't need it sticking out. I'm gonna put some of that string to this top here. Pin it in the page so it doesn't fall out. There we go. Find an end. Start like bearish. You guys see what I'm doing? No. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. So I put the string across, right? Pinned it in the book in the middle here. Then I just took this, and I'm just gonna take it, kind of line it up with the bottom there, so it's just, you know, a little bit as long, and just wrap it around. Oops. That was about 50 times. All right, and I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna tie it so it doesn't come loose. Well, that one just came loose that I cut, but try and knot it. All right, it's got a knot, at least one. Try and keep them off to the side so we don't lose them. You know what? I'll pin them in the book. That's a good idea. Right? Oops, I got an extra. This is the extra. And then I just take these scissors, try and slide it under here and cut. Take those little ties. They're not the ties, these are the ties. And I like to wrap it around one more time here, tie it in another knot, because it is kind of loose. And that's how I make my mops. Tie it tight, double knot, bada bing, bada boom. We might have enough to make another one. Cool. See, you know, it's just a matter of doing it. Let's hide this back under here. I know this is riveting content, folks, but sometimes, you know, you got to get the necessity out of the way. Back in there. Okay, remember, I'm going to line this across the side here. Top. That's why I like using a book, because you can kind of pin it in the pages and stuff. And you know, you can always get a bigger book if you want a bigger mop, or a smaller book if you've got a smaller mop. I like mine about this size because I usually keep them in 10 gallons and I don't like them dragging on the bottom. I don't know, you can't even see what I'm doing here. But you know what I mean? So I think that's deep enough for them. Alright. Let's do this again. So I gotta hold this one here. That way. All right. Whoops. Try and line that up. See? That's about the length, right? It might be a little long, and then we just start wrapping. 2, 3. I'm just going to use the rest of the string up because it's almost done. Oops. Drop that. Not that that's important. I just want to get it tangled up. All right. I think we're going to have to leave it like that. Take this, tie it in a knot. Sorry you guys can't see that because I need my hands over here. I need to use my knees to pin the book. You can see this, right? There we go. Oh, come on. See? Tying in a knot. Hey there. It's hard to do with like one hand. Tying a knot again. Whoops. Okay. Let me cut this part. I forgot to cut that one really long one, so that's gonna one of them's gonna be like really, really long. All right, where are those two little tie knots? Here they are. Let's cut that really long one real quick. So I'd like to roll this one over, tie it again here on the back side, give it a knot. Pretty much doesn't go anywhere ever. Oh, wait, that's the wrong string. I'm pulling the wrong one. Pulled the wrong one. Pulled one out. All right, that's the knot. Okay. So that's what happens when you pull the wrong one. You pull the string out. That's one of the reasons why you cut it too before you start pulling anything. There we go. These take a little bit sometimes to settle down in the water. This one's kind of like crazy looking, right? Looks like Medusa. All right, that's 2 mops. Done. I'm out of yarn. That's cool. And then I just attach these to the bobbers. That's what I've been doing. Seems to work. Fish don't mind. They do look kind of like unsightly though, because they're obviously bright orange and bright red, yellow. Oh well. Let's clean up my mess. And my mess is really just 2 pieces of string. Cool. Mops are done. I think I have bobbers. I'm going to set these down to the side. I'm not going to... I'd like to soak them in water for a little bit too sometimes, just to kind of... because they like to float for a couple of days or a week or so. All right, we don't need the book here. We don't need the scissors here. So let's put the stuff back. My back somewhere that I will completely forget where they are in 5 minutes. All right. Where's my phone? Right there. Let's check on these babies, or the whatever, juvies. Let's check the text here. Swap screens. Let's see what people are saying here. Church. Generate. Sign and receive those. Fishymon's here. Did I see Fishymon? Fish Dreams is here. Good morning. Good morning, Fish Dreams. Oh, Alexa, stop. All right, cool. Patty got hers. Awesome. Whizzle's here. B Whizzle, what's up, man? Good morning from the Whizzle. Love my magazine. I danced from the mailbox into the house. Awesome. That's right. Fish Dreams got it. Who else? Killer Kitty got one. No, Killer Kitty gave hers to the Amazon Research Center. 3G gave his to Barbara. Oh, that was a gift card. Fish Dreams got it. Nice. Cool. So getting my 75 by Friday, can't wait. I have a stand and can put a tank underneath. That's awesome. Are you going to do like a sump for it, or are you just going to do 2 tanks? And what are you going to put in it? Got an idea? Can you tell Kirk hello for all of us orally? You want me to give? Never mind. I'm not saying that. I'm sure he's listening right now. Well, Kirk, good morning. Thanks for being here, Fishy Mon. We miss you. That's for you. Fishy Mon, sparks of love. He's the best kind. No comment. Fish dreams. I was checking the mail twice a day, waiting for my magazine. Oh yeah, that's right. There was that the most recent? No, that wasn't. Was that the most recent one? But the most recent one had rays on it. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember. He's flooded with ideas. Never had a tank over 40. Oh yeah, I mean that's one of the things you can do a lot with 75, right? Oh yeah, dude. Nathan, I owe you. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna put it in the book of things that need to be done. Because I mean to do it, I think about it, and then I totally space it off every single time. So stickers, damn it. Stickers. Damn it. All right, it's written. It's written. So it be. Most recent magazine is Sickles. Okay. Maybe I saw the preview for the next one. Or maybe I was looking at the one before that one. I'd like to get another fish magazine to anybody. Anyone have suggestions? Was it Tropical Fish Hobbyist used to be the one that was like the one back in the day. I don't know how good it is nowadays, but it used to be like the go-to. TFH. I think I still see them in like the checkout lines of like Petco's and stuff, but I don't know exactly what they are anymore or how they are. Wow, is that really that far behind? Holy cow. He's going to stream Tuesday. Think about ideas. Cool. That's a Beischer. Those are cool. Probably 2 tanks. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, more options than 2 tanks. TFH is poop now. Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking. But, you know, I don't know of any other magazines, really. But let's get these dudes out. They've been in there for 20-some minutes. Probably closer to half an hour by now. The Journal of American Killifish Association, JACA. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, dude, you're going. Get out. Close the lid. Go be with your peeps. Cichlid news. Best source for Luminatus right now? Question mark. That's a good question. I mean, unless you know somebody's breeding them or able to, or like a local fish store that might be able to get them in from somebody. But you might want to check stuff like I don't know if Dan's Fish has Luminatus, but you know, maybe look some of the online relays. Aquabid. I don't know. That's always a good source to find some fish. Dan's Fish, you can check there. I don't know if he has Luminatus though. Who else? Aquatic Arts, Aquahuna, those guys. Anybody does shipping, probably like redfish, bluefish. I don't know what kind of fish these keep. I think he does more like a pistos and cichlids and saltwater stuff. I could be wrong. But I would look online if you can't find it, you know, locally. Luckily, I knew somebody. Maria Z. Wow. These Probably shouldn't have put that in my mouth. Hold on. Sorry about that. These cyanodorsos are looking fired up. I'm going to see if I can get them on some camera over here. By the way, I saw Dan's Fish had a new video out on like the stuff he got, and apparently he just got some cyanodorsalis, or what is cyanodorsalis? I don't know, or how you pronounce it. But yeah, look cool. He also got Melis, which is you know, that's on the list. Okay, let me get my phone. Let me change cameras. See if I can see these guys. We can see them. What can we see? I gotta change that angle. Change the angle of the dangle. Zoom in on them too. Can you have an Oscar in a 75? Yeah, absolutely. Probably live a pretty good life in this 75. All right, let's see. Hang on here. There's got to be a better way. There's always so much glare. So let's lower this. Man, bear with me, people. All right, now we're leaning forward, so the glare should be less, hopefully. Can't even see what you're seeing. Hold on, there we go. What happens if we go up? Vibes is here. Good morning, Vibes. Salient's here too. Good morning. It might be a little too close. Yes, but we can focus this. Let me go adjust the camera. We can focus. You guys are looking good. They're looking good, man. Properties, figure. Ah, we're even zoomed. That's probably part of the problem. Well, that's probably not part of it. Focus that close. Oh, we had them. Kind of washed out with the light. Really hard to see. Can we change the exposure? Whoa, that actually looks really cool. I have no idea what I just did. But we're going to leave that. That one up top, man, that looks scraggly. That's like the oldest one, man. He's looking scraggly because he's ancient. I've had him for over 2 years, or a year and a half now. Vibes is off to church. Have a good one, Vibes. Thanks for stopping in, man. Vibes and I had breakfast at the Clash. We went out to this little diner place. It's pretty cool. Sorry about that. I don't know. I had to munch on that. Kept looking at me. It's a biscotti. And my coffee's almost gone, so. Got it, hand in hand. That does look kind of cool like that, right? Look at those bluebacks, man. Mmm. Awesome little fish. Which brings me to one of the next things I was going to do. Is, this is like, okay. How to do this, what to do. This is always the question, right? I have currently 3 brackish tanks. That one we're looking at. The other one that has some cyanodorsalis colony in it. And the other one has the flounders. I keep want to call them freshwater flounders, but they're in a brackish environment, so they're clearly not freshwater. I think we call them freshwater because they can survive in freshwater. I don't know. Anyway, and then I have a 10-gallon that has 2 little fry in it. This one. Let's see if we can see the fry. But the fry are big enough that they can probably go into the other colony. I would like, possibly, let's see. This looks horrible, but we'll see if we can fix it. You can see the fry in there. I can see them. They're at the surface. Let's see if we can configure this. Yeah. Zoom in a little. Yep. Get rid of that. Maybe this helps too. Boom. Oh, it's too dark. Too dark. Can we get lighter? A little bit lighter. Wow, it's like got choppy. Look at that. Interesting. All right, well, we'll leave that off because we're too zoomed. Anyway, those dudes look like they're. Wait, am I seeing 3? No. No. Okay, that was a shadow or a reflection. Yeah, well, these guys can go in the main colony. What the heck I was talking about? Oh yeah, I have this. This is a whole 10-gallon that's brackish. I was thinking of moving this tank to where next to the other tank, or I don't know. Do I need 3 freshwater or 3 brackish tanks? I need to figure out something with the eggs. So what I think I should do is set up one of those breeder boxes. Right? The outside breeder box things. Put the mops in there. Square Table Degenerates is here. What's up, man? You got a free membership. I forgot I left my 5-gallon up back. Haven't checked it in months. Have endlers in it and still alive. Duckweed also. Nice. They've been surviving. They're called freshwater so pet stores can trick customers. Brackish sounds scary to noobs. Yep. Newbies. I agree with that. Alright, so I guess let's catch these little babies out and then we can figure out what to do with this tank. That mop's been in there for a long time, so that's probably no more eggs are going to hatch. So get that mop out. We can either reset this tank or we can move it, or I can just break it down and make it a freshwater tank. And then I have a 5-gallon. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do. I do have a tank that I need to. There's too many possibilities. Too many possibilities here. Okay. Let's scare the babies. Let's get some water. Let's get a net. What do I do with the net? Oh, it's over here. I have all these guppies that Kirk gave me, Fishymon, from Keystone Clash. I don't really know if I want them. So I might have to find new homes for them. You just swim in that net? I can't even see what I'm doing here. I did swim in that net. I think I have them. Do I have you? Yes, I do. Be very gentle with this little guy. There you go. There's one. See the other one. Caught him too. You got, little dude? There you are. 2. Let's take a close look, make sure we're not missing anybody. I'm gonna get this mop out of here. This thing's disgusting. It's like covered in slime. Watch, I'm gonna disturb it. And I'm gonna look in here, there's gonna be like 6 new babies. Trying to clean the slime off the mop before I take it out. Okay. Set this nut. Let me set that down. Squeeze this mop. Give it a look. Make sure there's no. I mean, I don't think anything's been. This has been like months in there. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to wash this mop. And this is going to be a clean mop. Or whatever mop to use. I don't have to wash it now, but I'm going to give you a quick rinse though. So we can reset this, use this mop. Ow, that's hot! Oh my god. Ow! Okay, okay. Too much, too much. Too much. I'll let this sit on the side here for a minute. Or not. Just a little head in there, we go. I'll usually let them rinse them off real good, and I'll rinse that again, but catch you later, heading out to breakfast. Alright, Danica, Kenny, have a good one. Enjoy your breakfast, thanks for being here. Hit the like on the way out if you haven't done it already. Wait, I'm with you, Wiz. 3 minutes. Robert! And Robert's here, and he's ahead of Patty. He's already on it. Question is, what is going on? I have this book in my pocket. I have that there. I got a flashlight in this pocket. I don't even know what. I got stuff like all over the place. Okay, this is now an empty tank of brackish water. Very murky, brackish tank. Now, do we use this tank for, maybe I move the ones in the 5 gallon into a 10 gallon? It's tempting. I think if anything, what I should do is I should move these. This is, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move, well, I don't know if I need to move the tank, but I can certainly just move the filter, drain the water, and reset a tank, right? Well, then that means out. Oh. All right. As you can see, I'm struggling with this. Let me fix this camera. Then we'll talk about what my dilemma is, and you guys can maybe guide me because I'm clearly lost. All right, let's get this back to normal. Take the zoom out. Whoops. Go. Put on autofocus. Now to defaults here. Okay. All right, you can see this tank is sitting next to the 33 long, right, on the rack. And it's brackish. I don't want it here. Because I want to keep, if I am going to keep a brackish tank, I want to keep it all over there. Because that's one on the left brackish, and that's salt. So this tank, I think I want to make the brackish tank. Now, I guess what would be easier would be just drain the water, swap the tanks. Right? because there's a bunch of snails in here. There's daisy rice fish in here, which I really kind of want to put them somewhere else. Ideally, I want to put these daisy rice fish into the tank with the guppies. But the guppies have got to go. So maybe I'll put the guppies in this tank. I gotta put these. I got so much stuff I gotta do. Let's check the book, man. What's the book say? Move the fry to the adults. That's what I'm doing. All right. I currently have them sitting here, so maybe I should acclimate them to the adults. Get in here. Let's get a timer going for them so I don't forget. Okay, that's going. That's marked off. Let's check it. Check. Boom. Moved the Luminatus. Yep, did that. Check. What else have we done? Spawning mops. Yes. Actually done stuff. Let's see, what do we got here? We got move the guppies, move the daisy rice fish. This is what we're talking about right now. We discussed this car, the baddest tank. I think I talked about that a little bit, but I never showed it. Saltwater tank. Seashells. And there's also another issue going on in this tank. Besides the vermitid snails. I found right down there is a piece of Aptasia growing. I have stuff to kill it. I should probably kill it before it gets everywhere. It makes even more problems for me. The other thing I thought about doing, now that we're kind of in the salty section here of life, is taking some of this plant, this seaweed looking stuff, algae, I don't know what I want to call it, and put it in the brackish tanks. I bet you it would do just fine. Bet you it would do just fine. Seems to like flow. Look at this. This is getting like a carpet going here. It's algae. I kind of like it. I just don't like the red. Just don't like the red. Put this in here. Let's lower that down. There we go. I fed my anemone yesterday. Fed this whole tank. Should probably do a little bit of maintenance, but I gotta get these seashells in there. So I'm gonna open one of these. I'm gonna rinse them really well. I was thinking about using them to kind of cover up that spot on the bottom there that whatever that big clown keeps always swafting all the sand out of it. So if I put some shells down there, you can't move them. Well, maybe you can. There's one. I think there's one of those. What are they? Bumblebee snails? I forget what they're called. You can see. Well, there's probably two of them there, but one of them is dead. One of them is just a shell. The other one is actually. Yeah, well, he wasn't there yesterday. He's there today. All right, I'm gonna rinse these. Where the heck is my? Oh, this is the algae bucket. Let me get the algae out of the bucket. That's gross. Hang on a second. Got to get the algae out. Whoa. Almost fell on my ass. Enough of that. Enough of that. Okay. Back. What I do with the shells over here. Take this bag. Come on now. Rinse. It smells salty. Hey, where are you going? Ow. That's too hot. Almost lost one down the drain. What's coming out of these things? Bugs? There are bugs in these things. What the? Weird. Very weird. Alright, we're just going to use the flat ones, I think. The scallop shells looking. Get a bunch of little ones. Get this purple or orange looking one. That one looks cool. That one looks cool. The cool looking ones. Now remember, this clown is a bitey dude, man. So I'm going to use... What does everybody think about Depths on Degenerate Depths doing a members only live stream? My clownfish is called murderfish. Yeah. They're rough dudes, man. Don't get bit. Wow, nice bag of shells I got there. Yeah, it is pretty cool, man. Somebody gave this to me. Somebody, friend of mine. Thought it would be a good idea. Alright. Well, I figure I should put them in my tank. So, I'm going to use the tweezers, man. Don't bite me, man. Don't bite me. Look, he's trying to. Ow, you son of a bitch! Alright. He really did bite me. Am I bleeding? No. No. Don't put my glove on. Son of a bitch bit me again. Dude, that guy is not... I'm telling you, man. I've been bit by fish before. This dude is going for blood, man. He's trying to rip off flesh. He is no joking. If he had teeth, I'd be bleeding. Just time for the clown attack. That's right, Stillwater. He made it. Jeff Kane's here, too. Whoops. Oh, that went... I dropped that, and I heard it went all the way behind the shelf, so we lost a shell. Alright. Alright. Got a fuzzy on this glove. There we go. We're going in. John McKenzie likes this fish. Of course you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, good luck. You're not getting me now. I don't think he likes the red. Red glove scares him. Whoops. I don't want him to go all this way. Do. Kind of like this little shell there. So yeah, my anemone has been doing pretty good. I haven't killed it yet. Make sure I feed it like I usually feed it some cooked shrimp. And then whenever I feed like frozen foods or even like the baby brine, I make sure I squirt it right at that dude. So he's getting whatever. A lot of shells right here. I don't know. We'll see how this works. I wanted to try and get them more further back. Some of these. You might need some more shells. It's the oyster graveyard. Yeah, I got more shells. Let's get some more shells in there. Not too many. We'll get some odd looking ones. Some smaller ones. Some different shapes. Cool. That should be good. Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? Plus, in the hermit crab, might pick some of these up. Like the... I think some of them might be too small for him. That other one might be big. Let's see what the clown does with these clamshells. All right. I don't think I need... I'll leave the tweezers for a second. I'll save that other bag of shells for possibly later. See how that works out. I'll put them in the water and rinse them anyway. I was going to take some of the algae. See if we can get a good section. I think I was going to take some of this off of here. This is just hanging on the side of the glass. Gross. Oh no, the algae bin's in use. Gotta find another container for algae. Use one of these. Ugh. This is a mistake. Oh my god, it was gross. Shouldn't have touched it. Anyway, my whole point in doing this is because this actually started growing on the algae on the wall. And it is shit. Some of the seaweed, or whatever you want to call this thing. So gross. Let's get some of this out of here. This is a nightmare. Let's get this out. Just gonna take this whole thing out. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna rinse it over here, I think, though. Try and get some of this algae off of it. And off of me. It's all in my hand. I don't know how much I want to rinse this in fresh water, though. Yuck. Just trying to get most of this algae off of it so I can not have to worry about it. Yep, broke that leaf. Oh well. Bound to happen. Break that one too. Hang in there, folks. We're almost done. We're de-algifying. Did I get it all? I think I got most of it, if not all of it. There's still some. It's not too bad, though. Alright, whatever. Good enough. Good enough. That's what we got. Stick it right here for a sec. Dip it back into salt water. See if I can get any more of this algae. There's a piece clean right there. Here you. Alright, what is going on here? There we go. Don't you bite me, man. I see you eyeing me. Take this glove off. Anything else? Nope, this looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean. Clean of algae, most of it. Seems like a good strain, enough roots. I've stirred this tank up enough. Back off. Let's go over here. Let me move this out the way. So I'm not tied up on stuff. Now this is off, okay. I think we're gonna need some light. Wow, I filled this up a little high, didn't I? If I put my hand in there, I might actually overflow the tank. Alright, let's move this more towards the back, I guess. Sink it into the sand, the roots. The roots. My experience is it likes to just start growing like a vine. Okay. good. We'll see. Maybe this will help with some of the excess nutrients. Maybe it'll just die. I don't know. I keep these pretty brackish. Salt tanks are 1.025 usually-ish. Where I aim for. And these are 0.15. That's what I aim for on these. So these are pretty brackish as far as brackish goes. Like, I forget where the range where, like, fresh is, like, up until, like, 0.005 or something like that. And then 5 to, like, 15 is brackish, and then 15 and higher. I think it actually might be higher than 15. I don't know what the cutoff is. But somewhere like that, and then it's considered, like, full salt. So, like, I'm on the cusp of full salt in these tanks. So, pretty brackish. We'll see how that does. But we need to figure out what to do with the daisy rice fish. I guess what I said, I wanted to move the guppies. Actually, I would like to get rid of the guppies, but I'm not going to harm them. They just had babies too. It's like the problem is, like, if I leave them in the tank that they're in, they're gonna take over. They're already taking over. So what to do? Do I just let them take over? Let me dry off some of this salt water I got everywhere. Oh yeah, while we were talking about the saltwater tank, I meant to mention this and I forgot all about it. I need to make some changes to how the saltwater tank is being run, because I have a hang on the back right now. While it's functioning great and doing its job, the problem is it's creating a lot of splashing, which is creating this huge, like, salt mess on top. Like, it's getting on my light. It's all over the lid. It's creeping all around. So I'm thinking maybe an internal filter, or just a straight up canister and have it on the floor, like hidden back down there. Might be an idea. It would keep that, splashing down, keep the salt creep to a minimum. I think I'm going to have to invest in that. I know that they make those internal canister filters, or those internal filters like the sharks and stuff like that. Might actually be a good idea. Because then I don't have to, have something sitting on the floor. But I do have space I could hide it. I could put a canister filter down here, so maybe I should just do that route. I currently have only one canister filter in use. It's an old Eheim. It's been running for about 20 years. Not complaining. I had another one, and the only thing that went wrong was that it broke the stupid plastic handle, and it wouldn't lock down, so it would leak. If I could get another handle, that'd probably still work too. The pump never stopped. It was the stupid handle that broke. Plastic. 20 years, I don't know, man. I really would like those daisy rice fish in this tank. So maybe we figure that out. Let me, catching babies is a nightmare. Especially baby guppies and stuff. That's when I started using the fry trap that I made. I might have to do that again. It might just be a thing that I do. Let that run while we're finishing things here. Here, I'm going to put the camera on that tank though, so we can look at it. These are a mix of ginkgo. This is the tank I escaped for the Keystone Clash, the aquascaping contest, which I scored pretty well on, actually. It was alright. It was my best tank so far. I've only done it twice, but I did better than I did last year. Oh, I gotta change this camera. It's all jacked up. Configure the video. Video configuring is already open. Zoom back to normal. Put the focus wherever, and we turn the exposure back on. There we go. That's not too bad. Focus. We can focus. Yeah, that's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Okay. Boom. This is my Keystone Clash tank. I scored a solid like B. It averaged to like an 82. All the scores. There's 3 scores. Highest was an 89. Lowest was a 70. It works. It got all jacked up in the move. A lot of things moved, and I had like a ton of hellfire I planted. It all came up and started floating. So I've just been leaving it float. But I want to get these endlers out. And I think I'm going to move them to the tank I escaped the first year. Ooh, there's an alarm going. Alexa, stop. I guess I can dump those fry in the tank. Swap back. Let them go. Be free. You're like, hey. There we go. It's Paulie's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Paulie. I've been skipping chat for a minute here. Let me go back. Oh my god, I've been skipping a lot of things. Holy cow. Has Degenerate shown off his knuckle sheath? What? You have to have the right type of shells for hermit crabs. Yeah, you do. They have taken over some shells. I noticed that some of the Nacerius snails. I had a bunch of them. I think a couple of them died, and I noticed that there's a what do you call it? The hermit crab is in one of the Nacerius shells. This Nacerius. Is that your anti-mycobacterium glove? No, that's the anti I don't want to get bit again glove. It's Jay's algae has algae. Just algae has algae. Yup, that macroalgae is lush. It is. I like it. They gave it to me. Running water over his hands, pee time. Yep. Good morning, Barbara Jackson. Good morning, Alshon, too. Good morning, Paul Sotero. Good morning. Happy Sunday, fish nerds. Happy birthday, apparently. It's your birthday. All right, where are we at here? Oh, we're running out of time. What your all favorite pleco food for bristlenose? I don't know. I usually just like whatever. Bug bites is like my staple that I kind of feed when I don't feed anything frozen or live. I am using up the last of the bug bites that I have because I plan on switching to at least, I don't know. I just feed them whatever everybody else eats. Sometimes I'll throw on bottom wafers like Better Tabs or something something that goes to the bottom. I use kelp wafers too. Vinoxky, good morning. I'm back. Right on. Fishing out and outdoors with Lando. Put a Fluval 307 on it. I don't know what size that is, but okay. Sounds good. That's a canister, I'm assuming. Is Salt Creep the weirdo who lives down by the wharf? Yes. That's a great name. He's the Salt Creep. That's funny. Degenerate fish keeper, the Salt Creep. I need coffee. Oh, I need coffee too. I need more coffee. Can I sneak it if there is? No, it's gone. It's gone. Finished. But I do need some water. Okay. What are we doing here? Let's read and chat. I somehow think this was Jazrin's last year as an aquascaper. He'll be iced out next year. You think? Maybe. Did I show my lanyard? No, I didn't. I got some blowback for using it. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, I had lanyards printed up earlier this year, and I took them to the Clash and handed them to people. I could show it. Pretty cool lanyard, actually. It's got my logo. This is like the only one I have left. It's mine. Sticker. YouTuber. I like how it says, we were laughing at this. It says Jason Depps, but if you didn't see that part, it just says unknown fish tuber. Which I thought was funny. But yeah, it's a pretty nice lanyard. Maybe I'll print more up and take them to the next convention, whenever that is. Hand them out. Handed stickers out too. Sorry if you didn't get a lanyard. I tried to give as many people as. Some people might even have 2 of them. Alright, where are we at here? I won't lie, I fell back asleep. Nice. My birthday's the 12th. Cool. Cool. My brother's was yesterday. And I believe my brother-in-law's is today. A lot of birthdays in October. Try Northfin's foods, great quality. That's what the kelp wafers I use are Northfin. Yeah, right here. I use these kelp wafers. These are actually really good. The even like the plecos that are like the what are they? The Panax. They like this stuff too. They eat it in my 397s. I put it in all my tanks with like whatever with bottom feeders. My Poplo cat, my pleco. He's all about it. I always find these empty cans of water sitting the weirdest spots. I just found it over by the fish food. I don't remember the last time I was over there with a can of water. I got some grief for using your commemorative depths unknown lanyard. Really? That's a shame. I wasn't trying to muscle anybody out of lanyard business here. I was just making my own because I thought it'd be cool. So, you know, didn't mean to step on lanyard toes. Want a lanyard? That's right. Everybody wants one. Alright, I'm trying to be better about the stickers. Hello, Mel. Hello, Lando. Stickers can be a lead time of 3 months. Just ask Nathan. Yeah, Nathan asked me for them a while ago. I had just sent out a batch of stickers to a bunch of people. And then he asked me like that week. I was like, alright, I'll get them out. And then I was like, I'm going to get them out. They're on the book, man. Stickers. So, if you want some stickers, you better email me now. Because I do these in batches, okay? And Nathan's been waiting a while, so I gotta make sure I make it up to him. Jenna P, good morning. Alright, fishing in outdoor Orlando's off. Off to church. Do some tank work later. Lando out. Well, thanks for stopping in, man. Hit that like on your way out if you haven't. And go from there. Okay. I think we need to do something before we leave the stream today. What is it? I want to set up that breeder box. The only place it can go is really on the front. I don't think I can fit it on the side. Maybe. Maybe. Might be a better idea. Let's see. Gotta open the lid a little. A lot. Can we sit here? It's a little off kilter. Is it being stopped from sitting flush, or it just doesn't sit flush? Hang on, I gotta pull this stupid thing out. Why won't this come out? Yo. Out the way, little dudes. Oh, that'll sit. That'll sit there. That should work. I just don't think this is gonna work on it. So we'll just stick it out. Get lost. Now all we need is air. Did I have air here at some point? Did I redivert it? Is there just a dead line? There might actually be a dead line of air somewhere. Hang on. little off kilter is level around here. Yeah, I know that. Trust me, do I know that. All right, here is, nope, that's going that way. This one going, it's going that way. That's going up. That's going up. That's going in. And there's a little mess all over the place here. That's going in. Okay. Well, all the airlines are in use here. So, okay, they're out to tap a new one. Is it all of them? Yeah. All right. I got. You know, there are ways around this. This one's going here. Tee it. Put a valve, I guess. We have the technology. Just need to figure out the parts. Hang on. Hang on. Got to look in the bag of parts. Oh, geez. Box of parts, I should say. Oh, here's a T. And a valve. Looks like I've done this before. Okay. So we cut, shimmy. How to do this? We need a new line to go there. So then I need another adapter, or I need to make a valve there. Use a valve. Ooh, there it is. There it is. That's what I need. No, it's a T, damn it. Here's the non-T's. Straight airline connectors are pretty handy sometimes, honestly. Sometimes you just need to adapt. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. You can see I'm so good at spotting these flounders. There's one there, there's one there, and there's one over there. And there's one back there. I see your eyeballs. All right, this goes here, the T. Or not T, the straight airline adapter. And then we hook it into the black. Black tubing goes this way. And we're going to here. There. We cut here. We cut here. We cut here. Where's my cutting utensil? I don't need any of this. Whoops, sorry. Snagged it. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure that line's intact because I just noticed that a lot of this iron line that's in this box has got little chew marks on it. It's a dirty little kitty. I know which kitty that is too. It's Lily. Lily's the dirty cat. All right, what am I looking for? Scissors. What did I do with them? Put them over here, right? And then I said I'd put them down and forget where I put them. Okay. Let's check this airline for bite marks. Ah, see? Stupid idiot. Ooh. Violent. All right, we need non-kitty bite mark. Throwing this out. I'm throwing these airlines out. They're all compromised. This one looks alright though. Let me get some fresh airline without kitty holes in them. Alright. That's a minor setback. Let's put that back on. Okay, that's good. Down and around. Go this way with it. Trying to get the hose to lay. So you have to fight it. Okay. Where were we cutting over here? Cutting right there, right? Yep, down there. I'm gonna put this there. Wow, I immediately started chooching. Put this back. And I gotta open up the air. What's going on here? Alright, let's pinch that off for a second. What is going on with this valve? It's like wide open. We need to fix this. Too much chooching. Need to put a valve on that too. This would probably help too. I think I need 2 valves. Alright, so let's do this. Need a second valve. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Here's my box. Box of fish parts. Or whatever, aquarium parts. Alright, what are people saying here? The heater is a crusty mess. Yes, it is. Is it? I don't know about that. You know, then I didn't need this. I don't need this then. I can just move this. Get this straight line thing and I'm gonna just put a valve there. Good idea. Then I can taper this. I'm going to taper that. That one opens, but this one doesn't want to flow at all. It's like barely even trickling. I bet you I got to fix these stupid airline in there. Nothing's easy, man. All right. Flounders are so cute. I'm trying German blue rams for the first time, and I think it's giving my Juvie golden wonder an identity crisis. He just hangs out with them. Yeah, that's cool. Those German rams are pretty cool too. Wouldn't mind someday. Someday. All right, I'm gonna move this a sec over there. Move this over there. I don't know how I'm gonna take that off, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Let's take that. Ugh. Yes, I know. Trust me, I know. Okay. Now, can I do this with one hand? Let's just pull it out of here. Okay, that's back. Move you back. The last time I did this, I created a drip loop. That was like a nightmare. Put the lid back. Oh, okay. This lid actually isn't even going to be on anymore. Well, whatever. It's just going to sit there, I guess. Probably could just take this whole lid off, honestly. Set this somewhere for now. Clean it. Alright, let's turn this on. Let's try and get this to a... There we go. Right? Both are flowing pretty good now. Cool. Cool. Can we see it? You can see it. That's flowing, that's flowing. Things are filling. That one's filling. We'll see what it looks like when it's done filling. Then I can start moving the mobs. What brand of breeder box is that? I've never seen one with an airstone. This is they're Fluval, I believe. I don't know if I have the box anymore. I have 2 of them. I have a bigger one too. They're actually really nice. I believe they're Fluval. I think they're just called hang on the back breeder box or whatever. I don't think I have the box anymore. No, I don't have the box. I got those. I forget either. I bought them either at some fish store or was at an event. Male, I spawned them at 76, 98 degrees, 98% female hatch rate at 76. Yeah, definitely cool. Pistos and rams are great fish. German blue, you'd chill with the Bolivians. I used to have Bolivians like a long time ago. They were cool. Flavor reader boxes are nice to keep. Are nice, keeps tanks water flowing. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I got a bigger one, but that's obviously too big for this tank. Still haven't even filled up yet. I do occasionally, like, I used to have like a little, I think I lost a little grate that used to go across there. But sometimes I just put a piece of sponge. But a lot of times I notice that, like, when the fry will can get out of that pretty, I wouldn't say easily, but they can get out of it if it's flowing. So maybe I put a little sponge thingy in there. Let's find one. Unless the grate's in here. But the grate was, my experience, the fry were smaller than the grate, so they could just go through the grate. So a lot of times I'd find the fry in the tank. Which, these guys are pretty good at not eating, like. But, you know, I'm sure somebody got munched. They were born into being munched. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That might be my bag of parts. And if it is, I'm not seeing it. My bag of tricks. I got this, though. Big old sponge. I can cut a piece off. I should just tear a piece. I'm just going to wedge it in there. There we go. Look at that. I could probably still get through that, but whatever. You know what? I got to tear it a little shorter. It's pretty good. It'll at least slow them down. So I'm going to go spilling over. Now, the hard part is, do I put the whole sponge in there, or the whole mop in there? Or just pick eggs? Picking eggs would probably save the room of the mop. But I don't really want to pick eggs, do I? Let's take a look. Let's see what Chad has to say first. Also grabbed a pair of guppies I couldn't resist. Yeah, I got guppies if you want them. Sponge is a great fix. Perfect. Cool. I have an off-brand breeder box that has airports along with two, I'm guessing, dividers. Yeah. Our Aquatic Universe. What's going on with Mike B? Yo. My phone died on me last night. Alright. I'm going to try and turn this up, just get this flowing a little bit more. See how it flows out. This did a wonder for how high the water was. It's like a onboard storage unit here. Is it flowing? I think it's coming out. I think it's just trickling. That's cool. Seems to be a good flow rate. No, there it goes. Now it's coming out. You got to be careful that the sponge doesn't slow it too much, because then it goes over. There's like an emergency spillway in the middle of this. And if the water goes over that, then, you know, obviously the fish are going to go over that too. All right, Paulie, thanks for coming in. Happy birthday. And stay fresh, cheese bag. All right, let's see this mop. I already see eggs on this mop. I'm just going to try and pick some of them off and put them in that thing. Is that an egg? That is an egg. Little egg. You go in the breeder box. That little egg has eyeballs. There's another little egg. Where'd you go, little egg? Oh, there you go. was like, I know I put you in there. Holy cow, this might take a while. A lot of eggs in here. This one looks a little... Yeah, there's something in there. Some of these might be getting close to hatching. Some of these. Maybe I should just put this whole thing in there. A lot of eggs in here. Maybe it wasn't as much as I thought there were. Oh well. I'm going to scour this for another minute or two, and then I'm going to stick it back in the tank. There's a couple. And then that's probably going to be it, because I got some plans for lunch today with my kid. Came home for, what was it, a mid-fall break or whatever it was, fall break. Came home Thursday or Wednesday. Leaving back to college today. Break's over. So we went out to dinner on Friday. We're going out to lunch today. Or I don't know if we're even going anywhere. We're just doing lunch. Keeping it simple. Come on, get off my finger. And a bunch of little eggs down here. Cool if I could get them to hatch in there. Imagine what that must look like to them. These little eyeballs, like when they're like still in there. Just a little eyeball in a little shell. I see this giant finger picking at them, plucking them. Those little fragile little dudes. Or even worse, you see like a mouth just coming for you. Chomp, chomp, chomp. You get out of the egg, buddy. It's horrible. Nature's cruel. Cruel mistress. Alright, I'm not seeing too many more. I'll throw this back in. I should probably check the other mop, the one that's in the other tank. Yeah, we'll do that in a sec, and then we'll call it. Not seeing any more in this mop. I got, what, about 8 or 9 out of there? Something like that. Cool. I'll throw you back in. And I'll grab the mop out of the other tank. The other colony. We'll see if we can find any eggs in this one. This is one of those new mops. Not really crazy about this. This is one I paid $5 for this thing. Look at how skinny this mop is. Well, I didn't pay $5 actually. I paid $3 and 33 cents because I told them. Yo. Feel like you're skimping on the yarn. Any eggs in here? Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple right here. I think they're eggs in there. Maybe not. Definitely an egg. Boom. This mop is really skinny. Almost too skinny. There's like 10 strands in this mop. Might have to ditch this and go for something better. My experience is they really like to find like in the mop. My leg. Headset died. I need to get. I think I need a new battery shot. All right. I'm not seeing any more. I found one egg in here, but this mop is like super skinny. What I was saying is I think they like the bigger mop so they can get in there and like the weeds of it. My experience, that's what it's been. But, you know, what do I know? I gotta clean that sponge filter in there too. And this mop, I don't know, they tend to like to float instead of sink. All right, well, that's about that. We got a bunch of eggs in here. I'll keep an eye on them. It's actually a pretty good container for doing that. I can see them pretty well in there. Your mom sounds epic, Jeff. Oh, I should read context. What is this? Oh, I see water's running down the screen. Water's trying to put somebody in timeout. All right, what happened? Definitely skinny mop. Yup, that mop was from the Clash. Yup. Luckily, I only paid $3 for it, so I guess it works. My mom turned 62 and found out she's engaged, retiring, and heading south with her motorcycle and fiance. Right on, man. Living the life. Happy 70th, Paul. All right, folks. I think we're at the end of the road here. I've got to figure out what to do with the rice fish. Maybe I got to set up a trap and start trapping guppies. Move the rice fish to that tank. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I can just move this tank, swap it. Hopefully by next week that's done. Yeah. Took care of a lot of stuff. So good stream. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks everyone for attending. If you haven't hit that like, please do, please. And if you don't hit the like, Monty, Lord of the Flame, judges you. Daniken has a members stream at noon. I know you're a member of Daniken, certainly head there. Also, our Aquatic Universe Mike B usually goes today, so he also streams. And that's about it. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Got any questions, comments? Leave them down below. Anything you want to talk to me about? Send me an email. It's in my whatever about page. It's also depthsunknownfishkeeping@gmail.com if you need it. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.